Hi, Clarence Wilson here. I'm here to discuss WWE 2K25. Now, I'm super excited to play the game in a couple weeks, but I still have questions that, like everyone else, we have a lot of questions that are answered and not answered or semi-answered because of the interviews. A lot of people asking questions that may not apply to like your needs of what you would like to see in a video game. So I'm going to go with some of the questions that I know I wanted to ask that obviously I don't have the you know credibility to be able to talk to a dev or anything like that. But I'm gonna ask some questions out broad, you know, and then I'm also going to talk about features that they could possibly add in the future because I know for a fact that some of these are not going to be in the game for sure this year, but they could incorporate next year. Sorry for that loud train. But so one question I got is we got the white six. We have a 5-man entrance. First time we have a 5-man entrance. But if you think about it, when you do a match, you have, if, say you have a one-on-one match, you can only have 3 managers per side, if that. Sometimes you only do 3 and you can only do 2 here. But with the white 6 having all 5 members, does that mean that they open up a 4th manager slot? Did they, without telling us, did they incorporate 5 versus 5? Or is this only going to be exclusive to the white 6? So if you choose a white 6 member, you can have all 4 of the other members with you, but the other one can only have a manager, or they can't have any manager if you have the white 6. I don't know. I would like that one answered, but obviously if I don't get answered now, I'll know for sure when the game comes out. I pre-ordered the Bloodline Edition personally. Love it. Can't wait for it. Another question would be about if there's any way for NPC players to be playable. Now you're probably thinking, like, what do you mean? I'm talking like the likes of Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, Ava, Nick Aldis, people that would boost up the roster just even more, even just a little bit more. Now I know there's the PC modders for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC players. I get that, and that's great. And I will be jumping back and forth to help support the creators that the content creators that came last year and the years prior. But maybe we cut the middleman, they cut some of their slack so they don't have to do all that, and maybe just make the NPCs playable. And I was thinking, I was having this idea because when they did the lock where you couldn't download like Corey Graves' model and Byron Saxton's model because someone put them in the game through the PC, they put them in the game to upload and to download. When you click on it, it has a My Rise tag on it. And I'm thinking you can't unlock them in My Rise, because if you could, no one told me the news, and someone should spill the beans on how you do it. But clearly, they're not in My Rise to be unlocked. I mean, they're in their commentary, but you can't unlock them. Same goes as in my GM, the WCW and ECW graphics. Whenever you go up in the venue size, someone uploaded that, and when you try to download that, you get the little warning thing, and it says, "Oh, you need to unlock this in my GM," but you can't. They're just there for my GM. So my thoughts on that would be, okay, how about this? Just exclusively for the my GM side of things. Say I choose Nick Aldis and someone chooses Ava. Okay? Whoever comes number 1, whoever gets first place, not only do they get General Manager of the Year award or whatever, but they unlock the persona card for the manager that they used. That way, 2K not only has a way of people having a continuous playthrough of a mode, because you gotta think, like, they keep track, they somehow keep track of how many times a certain match got played, how many people got played, how many times the universe has been done, how many my GM seasons there have been. Well, how about this? Like, they can up that by a lot by giving an incentive of making a GM playable. Like, say Sim McMahon has a new model, right, for my GM, as opposed to her roster model, right? She has a my GM model, she has a GM model, you can unlock that Persona card. You just make it a Persona card. You can unlock Persona cards through My Rise and through My Faction. So make that my GM Persona card. Unlock Seven Man's Alter Attire through that, or unlock Ava, unlock Nick Aldis. If CM Punk's got a new like gear up or something like that, you can unlock the Persona card CM Punk GM model, whatever. Also, please be able to like customize, because I mean you'll want Nick Aldis in that awesome suit, but you're also gonna want him in a gear so you can put him in a match. Like I feel like that's something that they can incorporate next year, because odds are that's not gonna be a thing. For Universe and my GM being combined, I always had an idea for that, where back in like SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, I believe, was they had like Vince McMahon and Ric Flair. You choose a brand that you want, then they come out one at a time. You do the draft. And then in SmackDown versus Raw versus 2011, 2010, whatever, they had like the other draft part where you win a match. Okay, now that brand gets a pick. And then does like the whole graphic like they did on the draft episodes. And you can do that within Universe. I think that would be great. Plus, on top of that, please add show intros back in there, because I heard that did not get put back in. But it's fine. At least we got promos back. That's great. Switching over to My Rise, I'd say, any of these extra characters, I'm talking like Chosen, that Quinn guy, just other stuff like that. Or like Demon Balor. Demon Balor was a huge one that was in the My Rise and heck in Faction Wars in my faction, but yet it wasn't Persona card. Like his stuff was there, but it was hidden, and that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, yeah, we got the PC players and stuff like that, but we can cut the middleman out. We can cut that middleman out and make them playable, and then the PC players can just have free roam to do alternative tires and stuff like that, but make them playable, make them accessible, make them easier to get, because that'd be great. Yeah, that's pretty much my concerns and like questions about that's like my wish list of what could possibly be for the future games, if not somehow in this one right here. Still looking forward to the game. If I had a prediction for a DLC character that I hope is in the game, obviously Penta. Let's go, hopefully. But this is my first major WWE 2K video of me discussing things. If you got any questions you'd like answered, drop them down in the thing, and then we're going to try to get this going viral so that the devs can see and be like, hey, there's another guy that is interested in talking 2K with us. And then maybe I can get them ideas. We can bounce ideas off. I don't know. With that being said, you guys have a great night. And don't forget, March 7th, early access to WWE 2K25. If you pre-order now, I'm not obviously sponsored by them, but I know I'm excited for it. So, peace.